What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Batman Superman World's Finest, issue number 32. This one is written by Mark Waid, with the artwork done by Adrian Gutierrez. So it's not Mark Waid on the title anymore. I think the last issue was the first issue without him. Mark Waid's still on it. It's not Dan Mora doing the artwork this time, so I will miss seeing Dan Mora on this title, but I know he's going to be moving on to Justice League Unlimited, which is a title I'm looking forward to, and Mark Waid's going to be working on that, as well as like kind of writing doing the artwork for Superman. So, and yeah, like I said, it's great he'll be on Superman and Justice League Unlimited, but I kind of liked Jamal Campbell doing the artwork for Superman. I don't know, it just really fit that style as well. So I mean, but then again, like I like seeing Dan Mora on more stuff, but it's like I would have liked to have kept him kind of on this title and kept Jamal Campbell on the main Superman thing. But like I said, the more Dan Mora artwork, the better, in my honest opinion. So he works fast, he works efficiently. So, but not to take away from what Adrian Gutierrez is doing in this stuff, because like I said, it feels very in tune with a lot of what we've seen so far with World's Finest. Slightly different, but still pretty good. The storyline this time, the Justice League was basically trying to have some sort of like solar-powered city, and then things kind of went crazy with the villain Eclipso coming in there. They were basically like the sort of watchtower, the pre-watchtower, whatever, was kind of destroyed there, which is going to kind of like set up some things for like Mark Waid's Justice League Unlimited thing, where the watchtower is being rebuilt, which is great. I love the watchtower, and I'm really looking forward to that Justice League book. I'm pretty excited to read it. So Batman and Superman are now under the mind control. Robin sees this, so he enlists the help of the JSA. So it's the JSA working together to kind of free Batman and Superman. You got like a different Green Lantern, Wildcat, Dr. Fate, Sandman, Hawkman, and then you also have like the Spectre kind of gets involved at one point. Like I said, all the different characters involved here, I thought it was pretty cool. They do kind of like trick Batman at one point by making him think like Robin is dying, to kind of break him free of that influence. So that was kind of neat. Definitely a little bit traumatizing for Batman. Of course, you get some banter with Hal, Flash, and then have Green Arrow and all that too. And like I said, it's always cool you see the JSA and the Justice League kind of work together. Eventually, like I said, Batman is tricked into thinking that Robin is kind of dead, but that's inevitably what kind of breaks him free of the mind control thing. So it definitely kind of reminds me a little bit of what they were doing like Apocalypse War, when he was ready to kill Damian, but then he sees himself like he was when he was a child, and flashing back to that moment's enough to kind of break him free from kind of the mind control influence he was under. So like I said, traumatic stuff is what usually breaks Batman, so you got to kind of put him in those scenarios, and then he's able to break free of the control. So that was kind of neat. And of course, like seeing them work together to kind of free Superman is also neat. And then they're ready to kind of face off against Eclipso. And then again, you have everyone kind of there. And then something kind of happens, and they all are, I guess, turned to dust or something. But it's an interesting cliffhanger to leave the storyline on, to kind of set the stage for what's next in this thing. So, again, another solid issue of Batman Superman World's Finest. There are no bad issues of World's Finest. I think it's just a consistently really good title from start to finish. Even if some issues are lesser, like there's no bad issues. Like it always like tends to do something pretty good. So I like this thing. Is it my favorite of the bunch? No. I still think that story arc with David, eventually when he becomes like turns into Magog and all that, like the second story arc of World's Finest is still my favorite. I like the Nezha stuff where Batman and Superman kind of fused together. Like that was some really cool stuff. But yeah, the title continues to deliver some good stuff. So, and I am looking forward to seeing Mark Waid on Justice League Unlimited. Like, I'm really I'm excited for a Justice League title, because I'm like, oh, okay, Dan Mora on the artwork, Mark Waid doing the writing. I think that's a really good combination, because the way they were able to work together in World's Finest. Yes, we have a different artist this time around now that Dan Mora has left the title, which I am sad to see him leave the title, because I've really loved his artwork on this thing. But if he's going to be moving on to Justice League Unlimited, that's still a win for me. And the artwork here is still pretty good. So yeah, I'm still going to be getting the artist, just on a bit of a different title with the same basic creative team. So, and again, like I said, with it being more in kind of current continuity, it feels like there's more stakes, because again, it's current, whereas this stuff is set in the past. Inevitably it's going to tie into like the stuff in the present, but that like the characters are going to be around. So it's just a matter of how they kind of get out of different situations. So, but I love the flashback title of this run, and I don't think there's any bad issues. So yeah. Well, that's all I have to say about this particular issue. Not much else. Like I said, artwork is good. Bit of a fun cliffhanger to kind of like leave you wondering how they're going to get out of this situation. And good looking artwork. So yeah, World's Finest continues to be, well, pretty solid. So what did you think of the issue? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. Hit that bell for notifications. That'll be it for me in terms of this video. I got one more DC comic review to catch up to from last week, and then I'll be all set for this current week. So look forward to all that. All right, well, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.